I have more headlines now in your morning rush. Conservative radio host and former pastor Bob Enyart from Colorado, who fought COVID restrictions, has died of COVID-19 complications. Enyart, the one-time head of Colorado Right to Life, had called for the death penalty for women who have abortions, and his opposition to COVID-19 vaccines was based on the use of fetal stem cells and development of this type of vaccine. The U.S. Department of Justice is opening an investigation into a discrimination complaint filed against KUSA. 16-year-old Ethan Orr filed the complaint. He swims for Coronado High School in Colorado Springs. He says that he was disqualified from the state swimming championships for having a glucose monitor taped to his arm. He has type 1 diabetes. His attorney says Orr swam with the monitor taped to his arm the entire season, but says it wasn't until the final event at the state championship that it was a problem. We reached out to KUSA when the complaint was filed 2 weeks ago. They said the student did not have a signed doctor's note for the monitor. The historic wild horse roundup in northwestern Colorado Sand Wash Basin is over. The Bureau of Land Management says over 12 days they gathered about 80% of the herd living in the area. The BLM says they have to do it because of drought. They say there's just not enough food and water. Horse advocates say the gather is cruel and the future of the horses is uncertain. The BLM puts the horses up for adoption and says their adoption process is thorough. A man from California with a bayonet and machete was arrested near the DNC headquarters. The man's truck was near the headquarters and it was decorated with a swastika and other white supremacist symbols. It did not have a license plate. 4 U.S. gymnasts, including Simone Biles, are set to testify before Congress tomorrow. It's about how the FBI handled the sexual abuse investigation of former USA Gymnastics doctor Larry Nassar. A report from the Justice Department's inspector says FBI officials failed to properly document the accuser's complaints, which delayed the probe. Nassar was sentenced to nearly 200 years in federal prison after he pled guilty to sexually abusing more than 150 women and girls over a 20-year period. And that's your Morning Rush.